Alright, hello everyone, welcome to another legendary tabletop live stream. Today we're going to be playing Ark Nova with the Marine Worlds expansion. So I think I have everything pretty much set up here. It's been a while since I've played Ark Nova, but we can go through the setup real quick. So we got the game board in the center. We got our bonus tiles out. So this is what I'm not really familiar with, the new icon. So this bonus tile here is animal ability extra shift. Retrieve one of your association workers. And I think that's from the conservation board. Or maybe it's from the 5 conservation action. And then this is plan animal. And ignore I guess 3 conditions, or is it 1 condition? Yeah, so it says you may ignore up to 3 conditions on 1 animal card when playing it. Flip the tile after use. Okay, and then this is just to gain 3 X's, and this is to play a sponsor card for X money. So whatever X, I guess, is the value. Or strength of the action, pretty much. Alright, and we're playing with the Zoo Map A, so we're going to start with a size 3 enclosure and a kiosk. And we have the new action cards from the Marine World, so we shuffled them up and then drafted 3 and chose 2 to keep. So the 2 that we kept were animals. So we have the animal cards 2. So this is if you have no animal cards in your hand after finishing this action, you get Hunter 4, which means you search through the deck for, I believe, a predator. Yeah, so draw X cards. Take 1 animal card, discard the rest. X equals as depicted or own predator. Okay, so it's Hunter 4, so we would draw 4 cards and keep 1 animal card. And then the other one we kept was Sponsor, so play 1 sponsor card with a maximum level of X, or break X, gain X, and additionally you may discard a sponsor card to take a sponsor card from the display into your hand. And then the upgraded versions of those cards are Hunter 6 for the animal card, so we would be able to draw 6 and add 1 animal card to our hand. And then for the sponsor card, play 1 or more sponsor cards with a total maximum level of X plus 1, and then break X or gain 2 times X. So this will be break and gain 6 money. And then it says, in addition to the break, you may discard 1 card to play a sponsor card for 3 money. Alright. And then the rest of the cards, the association cards and build actions, are going to be the standard level 0 cards from the base game. Okay. And we have the association board right here. So this is the new association board with the search for an animal. So when you take a university, you can take this and then choose one of the animals. Oh, that's blurry. Sorry. and then choose one of the animals to search for. So you basically search through the deck until you find that. Okay, so we place the partner zoos here, and then we shuffle the base conservation project cards. So we have those here, and we'll shuffle these, and then we'll put 3 out. Okay, and these go underneath the board, I think. Okay, so we have Australia. So this requires Australia icons in your zoo. So if you have 2, you get 2 conservation, 4 is 4, and 5 is 5. And then we have primates, so it requires primate icons in your zoo. Same thing, 2 for 2, 4 for 4, and 5 for 5. And then we have Africa icons, so same thing, 2 for 2, 4 for 3, and then 5 for 5. So I guess it's not the same. Alright, and those are going to be the conservation projects for the game. Then we shuffle the final scoring cards, and we draw 2. Okay, and I think that's it. Should be ready to start. So I think there's a couple final scoring cards that we can't use playing solo. Maybe we should move this up a little so we can see. And if we do end up playing a card up here, I think there's some cards where you can release primates or animals into the wild. Alright, let's draw 2 final scoring cards. And we're not going to decide which one we want to keep until we get to the 10 spot on conservation. So we have a large animal zoo and climbing park. So large animal zoo is gain conservation for large animals in your zoo. So all large animals are size 4 or bigger. And if we have 1, we get 1 conservation, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, and 4 for 4. And then climbing park is gain conservation for rock icons in your zoo. So 1 for 1, 3 for 2, 5 for 3, and 6 for 4. So we'll keep those to the side. And keep those in mind because when we get to the 10 conservation points, we'll have to decide which one we want to keep. So we start with the animal cards in the 1 slot, and then we shuffled our action cards and placed them as they were. So this is how it ended up. We have build at 5, so that's our strongest action right now. Cards is at 4, so we could draw 2 cards. Sponsors is at 3. And association at 2, and then animals at 1. So we're going to draw 8 cards from the deck, and we have to choose 4 to keep. Okay, I think that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alright. So we have a reptile management plan. Okay, so it requires 2 reptile icons, and then we would be able to play this up here, I think, for 2 conservation and 2, I don't know what that symbol is. And it doesn't say anything about that in the icon overview. Okay, so this is Sunbathing X animal ability. May sell up to X cards from your hand for 4 money each. All right. Maybe we should just keep this over here. Okay, so we have the reptile management plan. This is a sponsor card, so for 4. It's engineer, so each time you build at least one building with a build action, you may build exactly one more of the same kind, except for a special enclosure, at the same normal cost. And if your zoo map is completely covered at the end of the game, you get 5 appeal. This is an animal, so we have a Horsefield's Tarsier. This is a jumping 4 ability, so advance the break token 4 spaces, gain 4 money. I guess that doesn't really do anything in solo, it would just get you 4 money. And then the jungle card, so we have released 1 primate into the wild, so this is the card I was talking about. So this would get played to the top of the association board, and depending on what size animal we were releasing, so if it was a size 2 or smaller, we would get 3, or 4 or bigger, we would get 5, and 3 for 4. But we would need an animal, obviously, we need a primate to release. And for this we need 2 reptiles. This is 1 primate, so maybe we keep Horsefield's Tarsier. And then we have 2 other sponsor cards and 2 reptile cards. So we could just keep the 2 reptile cards, play them, and then play the reptile management plan. Seems good. We have these 2 sponsor cards as well. So expert on Australia. Each time you play an Australian icon into your zoo, you may place 1 card from your hand under this card to gain 2 appeal. So then, and you immediately get an appeal each time you play an Australia icon. Then we have spokesperson, so this requires 1 science icon. Each time you play a research icon into your zoo, gain 1 reputation. Loggerhead Sea Turtle, so Scuba Dive X, reveal the X topmost cards of the deck, choose 1 sponsor card and add it to your hand. Discard the other cards. X is the number of aquatic and reptile icons you have. So this is an 8 appeal. It's pretty expensive though for 23 money. Then we have Common European Adder. Hypnosis 3. So after the current action, you may perform 1 action from the action card in slot 1, 2, or 3 of the player with the most appeal, unless that is you. For solo, it just says determination after the current action, perform 1 additional action. So I guess that could be good. The question is, do we want to go with this reptile management plan? And we would keep 2 reptiles. So we really won't know what cards are out here in the display until we decide what cards to keep. Yeah, so we could get a European, we could get an association action. We could get, I forget what that's called. We could get a partnership with Europe, and then this reptile would cost 20. It does have to be in a size 4 or bigger, or the special reptile enclosure, or it takes up 3 space in this size 5. Oh wait, so aquariums are available. We don't have to flip. Our build card to build an aquarium. So maybe that's the move. I think we're gonna keep reptile management plan, these 2 reptiles, and then maybe a sponsor card. Which one's the best? So we're gonna discard these two, the primate and the jungle card. And then we're looking for a sponsor card to keep. So spokesperson. Each time you play a research icon into your zoo, gain a reputation. So this common European adder requires an association. So we want to get an association with Europe as soon as possible, I think. Expert on Australia seems good too. So each time you play an Australia icon into your zoo, you may place one card from your hand under this pouch to gain 2 appeal. Each time you build at least one building with a build action, you may build exactly one or more of the same kind except for special enclosures. I think we're going to keep that. So we can maybe build 2 buildings at once. So we're going to discard these 4. And that's going to be our starting hand. So discard these. So for the starting hand, we have Engineer, Loggerhead Sea Turtle, and then the common European Adder. So now we can reveal the cards from the board. So we have the Barred Owl Hut. Each time you play a bird icon into your zoo, draw 2 cards from the deck, keep 1, and discard the other. Okay, that's considered perception 2, and you get this special bird enclosure. We got a Wolverine. So this has boost association. After finishing this action, you may place your association action on 5 or 1. Veterinarian. So supporting a conservation project only requires 4. That could be pretty good. Okay, so these wave. I don't know if this happens at the start of the game, but we have Orange Clownfish. Has no ability. It's 3 appeal. But it does have a reef dwelling ability to give you 2 appeal each time you play a reef dweller. So that's pretty good. And then we have another one. So this is a Caribbean reef shark. Shark attack 1. Discard an animal card in reputation range from the display. Gain half the appeal of that card. Round down. Wow, that could be really good. And then we have a European Badger. Boost animals after finishing the current action. You may place your animals action card on 1 or 5. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start this. I think we should build an aquarium first. So we have 25 money, but it's going to cost us 10. To build the aquarium. We could potentially get some money back if we cover this 5 money space, which I think we will do. We might go 5 money, get the X token, and a card within reputation range. We could pick up that Barred Owl Hut. So yeah, first action we're going to do build. So build 1 building with a maximum size of X, pay 2 money per space. So we're going to build a size 5, so it's going to be 10 money. So we'll give 20 and get 10 back. And we'll take an aquarium. So these are the aquariums. And yeah, so we're going to place this. I want to make sure I place this right because I think I had trouble last time. So this would cover 3 different things. So this seems like the best option here. We could also do something like that, but that only covers 1 thing. There's really no other way. We could do this. That doesn't really help. So I think this is the best right here, because just by building this, we get 5 money back. We get an X token and a card within reputation range. So we're going to build it like this on the zoo. So we're covering the 5 money, the X token and the card within reputation range. So we get 5 money back. An X token and a card within reputation range, which is going to be the Bard Owl Hut, since we're at reputation 1. Okay, now we have 5 cards. We do have to watch our hand size every time we break, so we'll have to discard down to 3 cards unless we end up getting this university thing that allows us to have 5 cards in our hand. So once we take this build action, this is going to slide down to the first slot, and then we're going to move this up, all these cards up 1, and now build is now our weakest action. Okay, so cards is at 5. We already have 5 cards, so that's 2 too many. Sponsors is at 4. We do need to shift this down, so we'll shift this down, and then we'll flip a new card. And we have the Thorny Devil. Okay, that is a reptile with an Australia. So this sponsor card, since we just picked up the Bard Owl Hut, we could do our special sponsor card. So this is at a 4 power. We can play a sponsor card, Engineer, because this is a 4, a strength of 4, and it says each time you build at least one building with a build action, you may build exactly one more or of the same kind, except for special enclosures at the normal cost. And then at the end of the game, if we cover our zoo map, we'll get 5 appeal. Then we can additionally make discard a sponsor card to take a sponsor card from the display. So we could discard this Bard Owl Hut, which requires 6, and we could take the Veterinarian. So supporting a conservation project only requires 4. So that's actually much better, I think. Yeah. So we're going to move this over, saying that we already took our first action. And then our second action, we are going to do exactly that. We're going to do sponsors action. And we're going to play Engineer into our zoo. So we really don't have space over here for the zoo. I'm just going to move these 2 cards over here, and we'll kind of put our zoo cards over here somewhere. I don't know. Definitely don't have space though. So we're playing Engineer. And then we can discard a sponsor card. So we're going to discard the Bard Owl Hut. To draw a card from the display into our hand. So we're going to take this sponsor card. And I don't think it has to be within reputation range. It doesn't say, but yeah. Okay, so that was our second action. And we'll slide these down and put the sponsors on 1. And now our association is at 4. We might take the cards. I just don't know if I care about having 5 cards. I think what I'd really like is that partnership with Europe. Oh, we need to slide this down again. And flip a new one. Okay, there's a bird. So the Great Hornbill. Boost build after finishing the current action. You may place your build action on 1 or 5. Alright. So yeah, I think we're going to do an association action here. And we'll place our association worker on 3. To get a partnership with Europe. Okay, so now we have a partnership with Europe. And that was our third action. So we'll slide that down to 1. And now any animal we play with Europe icon is 3 less money. Okay, so I think we're gonna use, we have this common European adder that we may be able to play. It costs 10 money, but it would be 7. And we can play it into that size 3 enclosure to open it up, which is nice. And then it has determination, so after finishing the current action, perform one additional action. So what would we want to do? We couldn't play the loggerhead sea turtle because maybe we just do the animal and then cards, because we could snap a card. And maybe we take that thorny devil if we're going reptiles here. That reptile is much cheaper. It would only cost us 3 money or 6 money. So yeah, don't know. Yeah, either way, let's do animals. We're not going to be able to use Hunter 4 because we still have an animal in our hand, and we can only play one animal here. Oh, there is the option. Oh, so you can only play animal cards from your hand, right? And then you can play animal cards from within reputation range. Yeah, see, it's been a while since I played Ark Nova. Let's look. Play animal cards from your hand or from within reputation range with additional costs. What are the additional costs under? So yeah, we're gonna do the animals action, and we're gonna play probably this common European adder. Alright, so this is our first animal. So this requires that you have a partnership. We do have a partnership with Europe, so it costs 3 less money. And that's our first animal, so it's going to go in the size 3 enclosure. It's 2 appeal, so we'll go up to 22. And it costs 7 money because we have a partnership with Europe, so we'll get 3 money back. So we still have 13 money. Okay, and then animals will slide down. That was our 4th action. And it says after finishing the current action, perform 1 additional action. So, do we want to do... we can't really do association because we only have 1 worker. We do have sponsors at 3. We have this sponsor card, Veterinarian, so supporting a conservation project only requires a power of 4, and you immediately gain money based on what universities you have. We don't have any universities yet, so maybe we should hold off on playing that. But we can do any of these actions right now for free. Maybe we do cards. Or we do build. We could build another enclosure, get an X and 2 reputation. Seems good. We could even build another aquarium. So if we did build and spend the X token, to make it a power of 5, build another aquarium, and we just cover up like this, I guess. So we're gonna cover the card within reputation range and the 5 money. So we put it like this. So in that case, it would only cost us 5. So we'll give the 10 and get a 5 back. And then a card within reputation range, so that we take this bear. And I think that's it. And then this will slide down. Okay. So now we could do, we have cards is at the strongest. So this all has to slide down. I don't know how this wave works. I think when you just reveal a wave card, they all move again. We got a herbivore, so common wombat. Pouch 1, you may place 1 card from your hand under this card to gain 2 appeal. Alright, our cards is at 5. So we can either draw 3 cards and discard 1, or we can snap 1 from the display. That it doesn't have to be within reputation range, so we could also just break 4 and gain 4 money. And then we could discard a sponsor card to take 1 from the display into our hand, but there are none out there, so so this Wolverine would cost 3. I think we went a little crazy on the aquarium situations. So let's look for some aquarium animals. Maybe we snap the Caribbean reef shark. So that is a predator. It would take up 3 space in one of our aquariums, and it has shark attack 1, so discard an animal card in reputation range from the display, gain half the appeal. Rounded down, so that would be 1 for the clownfish. Or we just play the clownfish. If we snap the clownfish, we really need that second association worker. Because I want to play veterinarian, so that supporting a conservation project only requires 4, but I don't want to put it down without at least having 1 university. So I don't know here. Let's snap the clownfish. So you can only draw cards from the deck, right? I need the base game deck cards. Yeah, so you can only draw cards from the deck until you flip your cards card. So you can draw cards from within reputation range, or from the deck, or snap. Got you. Yeah, I would hate to snap the clownfish. It is only 10 money. It takes up 1 spot in the aquarium. It's a reef dweller. So we get to appeal every time we play another reef dweller. So maybe we will snap the clownfish. And that has an Australia icon. So I think that's going to be the next one we go for. So that was our 5th action. And we'll slide the cards down to 1. And now sponsors is at 5. And then these slide down. And there's a Panamanian white-faced capuchin. Alright, it's got pilfering 1, draw a card from the hand of, or take 5 money from the... Oh, never mind. Solo is sprint 1, so draw a card from the deck. Alright, what do we want to do next? We can't really do anything with association until we get our worker back. Could we play another animal? Probably not. No, everything's too expensive. We could break 5, gain 5, and then play an animal. I think we will do that. So let's break 5. We get 5 money. Okay, putting us at 13, and that was our action. I think I already moved it. No, that would be our 6th, right? And then this slides up. Sponsors goes down to 1. And we could play an animal here. Right, so we could play this clownfish. Or this bear. No, I don't think we can play the bear because we need a size 3 enclosure next to a rock. And this one has a snake in it. So maybe the clownfish it is. This European, or this loggerhead sea turtle costs 20. So yeah, let's play an animal. And it's going to be the orange clownfish. Okay. Okay, so we're just playing one animal. It's the European clownfish. It costs 10. Nothing special. Just gives us 3 appeal. So we're up to 25. And it's going to take up 1 space in... Why do I have red tokens on here? I'm black. Alright, so it's going to take up 1 space in an aquarium. And then this has the Reef Dweller ability to get 2 appeal every time you play another Reef Dweller. I don't know if we get that now. But yeah, that's our last action before we go to break. I don't think I missed anything. I hope not. So then I think we take this top token and they're going to take this first donation spot here. We have to discard down to 3 cards, so we need to get rid of one of these cards, and I think it's going to be the bear because we can't play it, and we'll keep those 3. So we discard down to 3, we remove any multipliers. We put the associations back, but I guess we can do that. There's really no reason. Unless we have that one card that allows us to take them from Yeah, we don't. So I don't think you can take two of the same. So yeah, we get our association worker back. The last two cards get discarded. And everything slides down like this. We reveal the new two cards. So we got Ornithologist. Alright, so each time a bird icon is played into any zoo, gain 3 money. And the Golden Lion Tamarin. Okay, so another primate, clever. After finishing the current action, you may place any action card on 1. So that's 4 appeal. Alright, so we discarded the 2 cards. Now we do the break, so we receive the income. Since we're at 25 appeal, we get 18 money. So we'll just take 20 and give 2 back. So we have 21 money. And then we get, is it 2 money for each kiosk next to an open enclosure? Or is it 1 money? What does it say here? Yeah, I can never remember this. Break. Collect income for kiosks on your zoo map. Check each kiosk on your zoo map separately. Take 1 money for each unique building, special enclosure, occupied standard enclosure, and pavilion adjacent to it. Right. So we get 1 money. Because we have an open enclosure next to our kiosk. That puts us at 22 money. And I think that's everything. So we don't have anything else. We don't get anything from the sponsor cards, nothing like that. So yeah, that's it. And then we just keep going. So, we probably should start looking into playing some monkeys. Or stuff from Africa or Australia. We discarded the only Australia card. Oh no, we do have 1 Australia icon. So maybe we could get... I did have this veterinarian. If we have at least 1, because we could do a search or get a science icon and 2 reputation, or we could get the 5 cards and 1 reputation. I think we should get an Australia partnership here. Or we play this other logger-headed sea turtle and then do an association of 5 to play reptilian management plan. In which we would get 2 conservation and sunbathing 2, which I don't remember what that is already. Or for every 2 science icons we have, we get 1 reputation, or we could just search for a reptile. Yep. At least we don't have to get rid of the reptiles, right? We could just play that thorny devil. So this one would cost 20. I mean, that's all of our money. We can't play it now. We'd have to do something else first. Like, and if we build, then we won't have money. So maybe we do a cards action. So since we're at 3, we would draw 2 and discard 1. Or we could just break 2, get 2 money, but that's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to build because... Well, we could build a size 1 enclosure and still have enough money. But then we wouldn't be able to use our engineer card, where you can build the exact same size or something. Yeah, we kind of messed up from the beginning, I think. But let's do an association. It is at 5, so we can go anywhere. But we don't want to do this reptile management plan yet, because we don't have 2 reptiles, so we could get another partnership, and that would allow us to flip a card. Which card would we flip? So our animal card. That gives us Hunter 6, and then we could play an animal in slot 1 and 2, and 2 animals in slot 3, 4, and 5. We could flip the sponsored card. So we need the association card flipped to get another partnership. Yeah. Let's get another partnership with Australia. That'll give us another icon, and then we can just support this for 2, maybe 4 if we play another Australia animal. Okay, so we're going to do an association of 3. Now, if we had a second worker, we could put him here since it's at 5 and get 2 reputation. But we're going to do a partnership with Australia, giving us 2 Australia icons, reducing the cost of Australia animals by 3. And we get to flip a card now. And I think since we want to get another worker, we should flip our association action. And then this allows us to make a donation, but I don't want to make a donation because we don't have the money right now. Yeah, we don't have the money. I think next break we'll have more money if we play another animal. And I don't know if this turtle... No, this turtle's not a reef dweller, so... Yeah, we're not going to do the... Yeah, we're not going to do the donation. So this will come down to 5 or 1. And then build is at 5. And we'll slide this over. Okay. So now let's do what we wanted to do. Let's play our animal. So we can play 1 animal in the 2 slot. And we'll be able to do our Hunter 4 ability after this because we'll have no animal cards left in our hand. So the animal we want to play is the logger-headed sea turtle. So this has Scuba Dive X. It's 8 appeal. Also marketing. So we can play a sponsor card, but we won't have any money left over after playing this. So yeah, we want to play this animal. So this costs 20 money since we have a partnership with Europe. So we'll pay the 20. And I hope this is worth it. So this goes in, it takes up 3 spaces. In the aquarium there. We get 8 appeal, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we have Scuba Dive X. So reveal the X topmost cards of the deck. Choose one sponsor card and add it to your hand. Discard the other cards. X is the number of reptile and aquatic animals in your zoo. Oh, the number of reptile and aquatic icons in your zoo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we reveal the topmost 4 cards of our hand. So we have, or from the deck. So bird management plan, geologist, llama, and a slow worm. And I think we're only looking at sponsorship cards. So it says choose one sponsor card and add it to your hand. Discard the other cards. So we get geologist into our hand. That's fine. And what is marketing? Sponsor card X. We don't have money. Marketing at X. What does that mean? Does anyone know? Oh, okay. So you may play a sponsor card from your hand by paying X money, where X is the level of the card. The usual rules apply. This means you'll need to fulfill the conditions. Your sponsor's action card stays in the same slot and is not moved by this effect. Okay, well, we don't have 3 money to play geologist, so we're just going to hold on to it. And yeah, that was our second action. So then we'll move association up and animals down. And what do we want to do next? So now we want to get association up here. So 1, 2, 3 actions. And we have to do these actions. Maybe we build a size 1 enclosure. We'd be able to get an X token. Be that much closer to maybe we break 3, gain 3, and then we build 2 buildings. So let's break 3, gain 3. So we just have 5 total. Okay, and then this slides down. And then we'll do build next. So we're going to build. Yeah, let's build a size 1. And I think instead of covering the X token, we're going to go here and here to get another worker. Seems best. Yeah, let's build a size 1. So each time you build at least 1 building with the build action, you may build exactly 1 more of the same kind, except for special enclosures at normal cost. So it has to be the exact same kind. So we'd be building either 2 size 1 enclosures or 2 kiosks. I think we just do 2 size 1 enclosures. Or we do 2 pavilions. Pavilions can go next to each other, right? Kiosks have to be spread apart. And each pavilion will give us an appeal. And that's going to cost us 4 money. So we're down to 1 money already. And we get 2 appeal. And we get another worker. So we can do another association action, which is good. Get 2 appeal there. Okay, that was build. So we'll slide this down. And then we could do the association action last if we do cards next. And I would like to draw some cards, but we can snap here. Yeah, maybe we look at some size 1s like the Thorny Devil, or maybe that Primate, because if we're trying to get Primates here, that Golden Lion, or that Thorny Devil. The Thorny Devil would only be 3 money. It has to go in a size 1 next to a rock. I have a rules question. So, like, if you put a size 1, like an animal that requires a size 1 enclosure, into a size 3, does he take up the whole enclosure? Or does he just take up 1 space in a size 3? We might as well just check that real quick. Check conditions, pay cost, fill empty enclosure. To play an animal icon card, accommodate the animal in your zoo, you need free spaces in an enclosure. You can place any animal except petting zoo animals on its own into an empty standard enclosure. The enclosure must be at least the required size indicated by the upper left corner of the animal card, then flip the enclosure over to its occupied side. Some animals also state that their enclosure needs to be next to 1 or more water and or rock spaces. The enclosure requirements of an animal are indicated next to the size of the standard enclosure on the card. Petting zoo animals cannot be accommodated in the standard enclosure, only their special enclosure, the petting zoo. All reptiles and birds, and some birds, can be accommodated either in a standard or a special enclosure. The reptile house and large bird aviary, respectively. In that case, the card shows 2 different enclosure requirements. You can choose whether to put the animal in a standard or special enclosure. Yeah, so I don't think we can do, like I said, like this. This size 1 is just taking up the whole size 3, so that might have just been a bad move there. I don't know. Let's do cards. Let's snap the Thorny Devil. We probably should have just built 2 size 1s instead of the pavilions, but at least we're up here, and we're gonna get some more conservation here. So we snapped the Thorny Devil. We can move these cards down a bit. And we got a new card coming out. A new animal, okay, or a sponsor card. The Polar Bear Exhibit. So this is a special enclosure. Each time a bear icon is played into any zoo, gain 2 appeal. Placed next to at least 1 water space. Cool. Alright, so we're going to do an association action of 5. And we're going to take our worker and put him on the 5. And then we're going to play this card. And we don't have money to make a donation. Yeah, so this goes up here, but I'm just going to put it down here for space reasons. Right, so this requires 2 reptile icons, and we have 2. We have the loggerhead sea turtle and the common European adder. And then we're going to take something from here. Now, we can take a size 2 enclosure, which would get us 10 money. That actually seems like the move. And then we would get a size 2 enclosure every time we break. Or we take a conservation. This is going to give us 2 conservation, which will give us another worker too. So this is a pretty good turn. Yeah, let's take the size 2 enclosure, and this is our little penguin guy, so we're supporting a conservation project. Now we can do sunbathing 2 or search for a reptile. Now does that mean we get the university? No, that just says reveal cards from the top deck until you can find a card with the depicted icon. Take that card in your hand and tuck the other cards under the deck. Oh, so they don't get discarded. Alright, so we can either search for a reptile. What is sunbathing again? You may sell up to X cards from your hand for 4 money each. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we could sell these cards for money. I really don't think we're getting veterinarian. I don't care about this conservation project. The geologist is... for each space that you cover that is next to a rock space, gain 1 money immediately. And for every 2 rock icons, you immediately get 3 appeal. So right now we have no rock icons. Just the one from... So we'll probably just end up selling both of these sponsor cards for 4 money. So we're supporting this project. We're going to put our penguin on Sunbathing 2. So we get 2 conservation. So we'll move up to 2. And we can either flip another card or take a worker. I think we take a worker here. How else are we flipping cards, though? I guess we'd have to get some reputation, huh? Yeah, let's take the worker. Alright, so we took the worker. And we're going to do Sunbathing 2, so we're going to sell these 2 cards for 8 money. So we have 9 total. And that would be the end of, I guess, round 2. So that would trigger a break. We don't have... Oh, wait. After we sell the cards, right? We have the money to make a donation. So we might as well do that, right? Because the donations are still 5. So we will make a donation for 5. And the donations come from here. So we just put this here. And we go up another conservation. Yeah. Okay, and then that's it. So then we move all this back. Association is down at 1. And we start the break. So we don't have to discard down to 3. We only have 1 card in our hand. We remove any multipliers or venom tokens or constriction tokens. We're not going to replace these because we're playing solo. We'll discard the bottom 2 cards. And slide these down. And then we reveal 2 new ones. Alright, we have sponsorship reptiles. That would be really good for us. And another reptile. The common Agama with Sunbathing 2. I like Sunbathing. You can sell cards for money. That seems good. Alright, now we do the income. So we get 21 money here. Putting us at 25 total. Yep. Okay, and then money for the kiosks. So we still just have the 1, so we get 1 more money. And I think that's it. So we have no oh wait, we get a size 2 enclosure here too, so this is cool. Yeah, because we want to be able to fill our board, I think. Now we can go here to get an X token. There's no way to get that without a petting zoo or like this size 2 and then a size 1 next to it. This could be a good spot for a reptile enclosure. We could get a card within reputation range. We would take the monkey. We can reach out to here to get... Oh, we never took the size 2 enclosure from the beginning. So let's back up a little bit. We would have gotten that size 2 enclosure immediately as well, which would have gave us 10 money. So And then we get another size 2 enclosure from the break. So sorry about that, but I think that's right. And then we put our other size 2 enclosure. Do we want a card or an X token? I think we want this X token, and maybe we can build like a size 3 and a petting zoo. Does it say that petting? Yeah, and petting zoo. But we would have to build 2 petting zoos. That seems a little wonky. Alright, anyway, that's it. So we take one of these and slide these back over. And this goes here to take up the last 5 money donation. We should have maybe flipped a card here instead of... Or wait, what am I saying? We should have maybe flipped a card here instead of taking that worker, because we're most likely getting another worker here, which will give us 2 conservation, which is also good. Because we can return a worker. Oh, we do take our workers back too, right? Yeah, so we have 3. Alright, and we just have the 1 Thorny Devil in hand right now. So, we could do cards. Draw 1 card. Did we get our X token? No, we don't take the X token as well. I'm really forgetting everything. Seems like a lot of stuff in this game. Oh, we never did Hunter 4. Damn, I'm really screwing up big time. It's just too many things to remember. So, Hunter 4, if you have no animal cards in your hand after finishing this action, that would have been... we should have done that so long ago, though. Oh, well. Let's keep this Cobra. And these go on the bottom. We're just going to put them down here. Never get through that many cards. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I apologize. I haven't played this in a long time. So making a few mistakes here. But now we have this Thorny Devil and Indian Cobra. So this Indian Cobra, I don't know why we took this. It requires your animal card to be flipped and 2 science icons. So that was definitely a mistake. We'll just put it back in the deck. And we missed, or we just skipped the Hunter 4 thing. We just didn't do it. So we can play 2 animals here, but we don't have 2 animals. And I don't even know if this Thorny Devil's worth it. I guess it is. We'll just play 1 animal. Or could we do something else first? Maybe if we didn't do our X token there, we did it like this. For the, or during the break. Yeah, then we can do a build. And we can build a size 1 for 2 money. And we get 3 back. We take a size 1 enclosure. And we'll go up 2 reputation this time. And we'll put our size 1 enclosure there. And with engineer, we can build exactly 1 more of the same one. So we're going to build a second size 1 enclosure right here to get another X token. And that's 2 money as well. Alright, now we have 2 X tokens, 3 association workers, and 32 money. And that was our first action, so we'll move this down. Alright, now that cards is at 3, we can draw 2 and then discard 1. And I think we'll do that. So let's draw 2 from the deck. 1. Okay, we got a reptile. And we got a petting zoo. So an alpaca and a common wall lizard. So we're going to discard the alpaca. And that was our second action. We did cards, so we'll slide this down. We're moving our association up. Alright, we ended up getting another reptile, so this is actually good for us. I'm really hoping to get this sponsorship reptiles card. And for that, we would need to snap or something. So now we can do an animal's action. And since we're at 5, we could play 2 animals. So we're going to play this common wall lizard. For 2 appeal. So it costs 4 money, but we have a partnership with Europe, so it costs 1 money. It has to go in a size 1 enclosure next to a rock, so we'll put it up here because this is our only size 1 next to a rock. Okay. And yeah, we just get 2 appeal for that. So we're up to 37. And for our second animal, we're going to play... Oh, we don't have another spot for this, do we? Because this also has to be a size 1 next to a rock. I guess we can put it in that size 2. So our second animal is going to be 3 money. So we'll get 7 back. Get 10. And this is the Thorny Devil. So it's got to go in a size 1 or bigger next to a rock. So we'll do this. And this makes Geologist not look bad at all now. We're starting to get some rock icons in our zoo. That's 3 or 2. We also have Climbing Park I forgot about. So that's for rock icons in your zoo. We do have 2 now. 1 more would give us the 2 conservation at the end of the game. Alright, so we paid for the Thorny Devil. He gets 3 appeal. And that's it. It is another reptile in the zoo. And we played 2 animals there. We have no animals left in our hands, so we could do a Hunter 4. So we draw 4 cards, right? And we choose 1 animal card and add it to our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're going to look for something that we have a partnership with. This, we don't have one for this leopard. Although this would be nice. Expert in small animals. Your cost to play small animals is reduced by 3. And for every animal that goes in a size 2 or smaller, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of our animals. We immediately get 1 appeal. So it has to be an animal card that we take, though. The rest of these go on the bottom of the deck. So we have an Australian dingo. Gain 1 appeal for each predator icon in your zoo. We don't have any predators. We could take this bird. I think we're going to take the dingo. These go on the bottom of the deck. All right. So we can do association now. Get that worker, get 2, and then I think that's bring a worker back, right? Do we want to do an association of 5? We could break 5, gain 5. That seems good. Just take 5 money as one of our actions. Slide everything down, and then association is at 5, right? All right, so we could do. Let's see. We have 3 Australia icons. Damn, we need 1 more, and we have this dingo, right? So maybe we just play the dingo. He goes in a size 2. And he is cheaper, so he's 10 money. Maybe we just do that. So let's do an animal. We can play 1 animal. We're going to play the dingo. So he's going to cost 10 money. So we'll give a 20 and get 10 back here. Alright, so we paid for the dingo. He's going to go in a size 2. No stipulations or nothing. He's 3 appeal plus 1 for each predator icon. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 because we have 1 predator icon, right? Yeah, that's it. And then we'll do hunter 4, so draw 4 cards. Keep 1 animal. All right, so we have a lion. We got the Indian rock python and the Asian elephant. So this requires your animal card to be flipped. I think we're gonna keep this Indian rock python for the reptile situation we've been going for. That seems best. So these will go back on the bottom of the deck, I guess. I know I'm not really putting stuff on the bottom of the deck, but I don't think I'm gonna ever get that far. Alright, so that was animals. Now we have 1 action left. And we can do this association. And that gave us our 4th Australia icon. So let's do an association of 5, right? And we're going to support this conservation project for 4 Australia icons. Now, do we want to take a conservation or just 5 money? That would give us extra money. Or we could snap a card every time. Snapping the card seems good. We do want to snap that. What do we get? Income every time for reptiles? I mean, we would have 5 reptiles. We already have 4 or 5. So yeah, we would get 9 money every time we do break, which is only going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. The conservation seems good. Let's snap a card. And we'll snap the sponsorship reptile card. And we're supporting this conservation project. We're going to spend 2 X's, since this is our last action, to send a worker here for 2 reputation as well. We go up to 3. And we're also going to make a donation, so the donations are 7. Okay, so in total, that's 4, 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now this is return a worker. This is ignore 3 requirements when playing an animal. So maybe we should take that. And this is play a sponsor card for 3. Yeah, we should do the ignore an animal, so we'll flip this when we use it. I'm going to keep it close by so I remember. And then for the second one, we're going to take this one. So we're going to play a sponsorship card at cost. So I guess it costs 3, so we'll pay 3 and get 2 money back. And we played this. So this is right before break. This is a pretty good move. So you immediately gain appeal for each reptile icon in your zoo. So that ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go up 4 appeal. We're on 48 there. And then each break, you'll gain income for each reptile icon in your zoo. So we're going to get, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are 1 away from, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only have 4. So we're 1 away from getting the 9 money. But we'll get 6 money this time. So, yeah. And we made a donation. So that was 4, 5. Yeah. So that would be it, I think. I don't think I'm missing anything. I hope not. It's a lot to remember. And someone had let me know that you can only support each conservation project, I guess, once. So, okay, that was our last action. So we go to break, slide everything down, and we still have this. We can use this whenever. So this is ignore 3 conditions, I think. You may ignore up to 3 conditions on one animal card when playing it. Flip the tile after use. Seems good. We'll hold on to that. This comes down. New card comes out. And we do break, so discard down to 5. We just have 1 card, so we have the Indian Rock Python. Remove any multiplier tokens, refill, and get your workers back. So let's take our 2 guys back. Discard the final 2 cards. And slide this stuff down. Reveal some new cards. And we get to snap here at break, which is cool. But none of that shit helps us, I don't think. Might have to take that common Agama. Or what are we looking for now? Maybe primates? That Agama goes with Africa. It is only 1 icon, though. We could do another association. We did spend our X tokens. Alright, so we discarded cards, and there was no waves. So we do icon, or we do income. So we get 25 money. Yeah, we have a lot of money here. So 38 money. Okay, and then we get a size 2 enclosure, and we can snap a card. And we also get a card from within reputation range if we put our size 2 enclosure here. Let's do the kiosk money first. I guess you do income, then kiosk money, then sponsor cards. Yeah. So kiosk money would be 1. Sponsor cards would be 6. And then we get a size 2 enclosure and we can snap a card. So let's take the size 2. Maybe we just fill in here. Or why don't we just get a card within reputation range? Maybe that's best. So we'll put it here and we'll cover the card within reputation range. So we can either take the polar bear exhibit. Polar bear exhibit would actually fit nice in here somewhere. It would be like I don't know. We're not gonna play any bear icons though. Let's take the monkey. It does give you a bear icon and a predator, and then points at the end of the game for 3 or 6 bear icons. So yeah, we would have to play a bunch of bears. I think we're gonna take the monkey. And then we get to snap a card, so let's look at these. I'm thinking the common Agama, so we can get our 5th reptile icon. So we'll snap that. And we now have 3 cards, including 2 reptiles and a monkey. Indian rock python, common Agama, and golden lion tamarin. Now we can ignore conditions, but we don't need to. We have 2 reptile things here, so we could snap that monkey and play it. It's 32 money though. It gives you 10 appeal and 2 conservation. Maybe we should take that. Instead of this common Agama. Because we already have the Indian rock python. Yeah, let's snap this monkey instead. And that'll give us 2 primates. Alright, so we snapped the proboscis monkey. Now we have this ability to ignore up to 3 requirements when playing an animal. So we can ignore the 2 monkey icons you need and the animal card being flipped. So that's cool. It's just we're not going to have the money to do all this stuff. And we also need to build some shit. I don't know where we're going to fit a size 5 enclosure. Next to a rock. I guess we could do that here. But we can't really build a second one. You'd have to build... Since it says each time you build at least 1 building with a build action, you may build exactly 1 more of the same kind. So you have to build another size 5, I guess. Either way, we need that size 5 to play this proboscis monkey. How much money do we have? We have 30. We have 20, 30, 40. Okay, we got 45 money. And we're gonna fill these cards in. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna slide this down. A Sumatran tiger and a wolf. Yeah, let's build our size 5 so we can get this proboscis monkey down. So we're going to do a build action. So we can build one building with a size of X. So we're going to build a size 5. I believe in the only place we can fit it. So it's going to go here. Kind of lucky that we can still build that. And that's going to cost 10 money. And it's going to give us 2 reputation for covering that up. So we'll go 1, 2, and then we get to flip a card, which is interesting. Kind of wondering, do we flip our build card? So to go any further on the map, the only 2 spots we need are here. And maybe with all the size 2 enclosures we're going to get for free, maybe we should do that. I mean, I think there's 2 or 3 more breaks, so we get another size 5, but we cannot fit that on the map right now anywhere. So it's 5 appeal if you cover your whole map. So we flip the cards card, or do we flip our animal card? Then we wouldn't have to ignore it. We flip sponsor. To get another one of these, you have to have your association. We did that. To go further on cards or reputation, you need to flip your cards card. And where am I missing the requirements for the other stuff? Yeah, let's flip the build so we can try to build more different stuff. And if we're flipping the build, does that mean we can build 1 or more different? No, we already built 1. To a maximum size of X, pay 2 per space. Right. So we're done. Unless we can now build like a... No, we can't build any of the special ones either. So yeah, I think we're done with our first action. Okay, we'll slide this stuff down. Alright, what do we got? Do we play this proboscis monkey now? Put him in that size 5. That is next to a rock too. I didn't even think about that. So this proboscis monkey has to go in a size 5 enclosure next to a rock. Camera won't focus here. I have no idea what's wrong with my camera. I think we are gonna play this animal though. I don't really want to do. We don't have a sponsor card. We could break 4, game 4. It is gonna cost 32 money. That's kind of crappy. We might just do cards. Let's see, we got 3 left. We could do cards. Get money. And then with our last action, we'd be able to play 2 animals. We have 32, so 20, 30, 5. Now, we're going to spend all our money on this one, I think. Unfortunately. When you play this, it says you may add the base conservation project primates to your hand if it's not already in the game, and it's already in the game. Ugh. You want to snap a card. Maybe we snap that Agama. Okay, we'll snap that. so that was another action. Okay, now animals is up here. If we do sponsors to just break 5 and game 5, then can we play 2 animals? Because we would be 20, 35, and we would get 5. 20, 35, we would get 5, so we would have 40 money. And we could probably play... Oh no, we still wouldn't have enough. Wait. So this is 20, 30, 2, and we would get 5, so we would have... We'd only have 8 money, we'd be 1 short. Well, if we played the Agama first, we could sell the lion for 4, and then get the money to play the proboscis monkey, I believe. Oh, we're gonna gain 5 here. Yeah, it's still not enough. Let's try it. So we're gonna do a sponsors action to break 5 in game 5. Slide everything up 1. Move this over. We just get 5 money there. Let's trade these for a 10, and then we gain 5. So we'll trade these for a 10. Okay, so we have 40 money. I still don't think that's enough, because this is 32. So we would have to play... We're going to do animals action last here. So this is our last action. We can do 2 animals, though. So we want to do this common Agama first. Goes into a size 1, costs 9 money. We don't have a partnership with Africa. So it costs the full 9. And we get 1 back. So now we have 31. And this common Agama is 3 appeal. So we go 1, 2, 3 up to 51 appeal. It goes in a size 1 enclosure. We're going to put it in this one. And then it says you may sell up to 2 cards from your hand for 4 money each. Maybe we sell both of these. The Indian rock python. Let's do this real quick. We forgot to do this. Okay, there's a western green mamba. Yeah, we're going to sell the tamarin and the Indian rock python for 8 money. Yeah, from sunbathing 2. So we get 8 money. Okay, and then for our second animal, we can do our proboscis monkey, which goes into it goes into a size 5, and we're gonna use the sorry, what's happening here? We're gonna use the ignore 3 conditions one, so we'll flip that over saying that we used it. We're gonna ignore the primate icon, both primate icons and the animal card needing to be flipped. And for that, it's 2 conservation, so we have to choose a endgame scoring card, and 10 appeal, so we'll go up to 61 appeal. Alright, not bad. Oh, and he goes in the size 5 next to a rock. So that's, I don't know how these are occupied, or how you're supposed to label them as occupied. I don't know if you can put 2 animals in the same size 5 enclosure. Somebody let me know. But yeah, that was our second animal. I think we did everything. We have to choose this. So it's large animal zoo, size 4 or bigger animals. So we have 2 of those. So for 2 we get 2 conservation, and then for the rock icons, if we get 1 more, I think we're gonna go with the safe bet and keep the large animal zoo. We'll discard climbing park because climbing park is rock icons in your zone. We only have, or wait, maybe we do have more now. So we have 1, 2, 3. So that also gets us 2. So 1 more would get us 3 with large animals. Are we gonna play another large animal? That I don't know. There's a wolf out there. We do get to snap. That wolf would only cost us 9 money, and he's a large animal. But where can we put a size 4 realistically? Nowhere. I think we go with the safe bet with the climbing park. And we discard the large animal zoo. Alright, so we've chosen that card. We played our 2 animals. Let's do Hunter 4 so we can draw 4 cards. Choose an animal to keep. These are 3 sponsor cards, so I guess we have to keep the bald eagle. These go on the bottom of the deck. And that should be it. So we'll move this animal cards down to 1. Now we have our association at 5 for the next round. So we go into a break. These move over. They take another donation spot for 10 money. And we're nearing the end of the game here, so we're at break. So we have to discard down to 3 or 5. So it's 3 for us, but we just have bald eagle. Remove any multipliers. Return your association workers. We didn't do an association action that turn. We discard the bottom 2 cards from the board. And we slide everything down. We got a brown spider monkey and a guided school tours. Okay, gain conservation for 5 different animal category icons. We have 4. If we play this bird, it would be 5. And at the end of the game, you get a conservation as well. Conservation's big now. Oh, I wanted to support the primate one. So we're going to get income. We're going to get 28 money here. Wait, did we pay for that monkey? We didn't pay for that monkey. It was 32 money. So here's 31, 2. Okay, so then we're left with 7. Now we do our income. And we get 28 back, so we'll just take another 5 and give 2. I'll trade these in for a 10. Okay, so our total money right now is 35. Okay, and that was just the regular one. We'll do the kiosks. We just get 1 for our kiosk. We haven't really done too well with the kiosks. Next is our sponsor cards. So for reptile icons, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get the 9 money there. So I'll take a 10 and give 1. And now we have 45 money. Yeah, and last but not least is the size 2 enclosure that we get. So we did flip the build card. So we can build in these 2 spots here. We can place it like that. We are trying to completely cover the map. And then we can snap a card. So what should we snap? That monkey would get us the 2 primate icons. But that reptile would get us two X tokens. It's a size 2 enclosure, and then we would get the 2 Africa icons, right? I think this is our best option. So we're gonna take this for our snap. And this will slide down and we'll reveal another one. It's kind of weird that there's been absolutely no waves, unless I'm just missing them. Here's the platypus that has inventive gain 1 X token. We just picked up the Western Green Mamba, which is inventive gain 2 X tokens and 6 appeal. All right, build 1 or more different buildings with a total maximum size of X. We can build first up to 4. We can do kiosk. Pavilion, or maybe a petting zoo there or something. Maybe we do a kiosk here and here. Well, we can't do 2 kiosks, right? We can do up to 4, right? And then it says each time you build at least 1 building with a build action, you may build exactly 1 more of the same kind. So we could really get some appeal here if we do pavilions, but I don't know what's best. Can you put pavilions right next to each other? I guess you can, right? The only thing that have to be spaced out is kiosks. At least that's what it's showing on the map here. All right, so if we build, let's put a kiosk here. Pavilion here. And then if we do a size 2 here, and we copy the pavilion, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 10 money. And that's 2 pavilions, so 2 appeal. Up to 63 appeal there. And we paid the 10 money. Yeah, so I know that was 5, but we have the engineer, so it's each time you build at least 1 building with a build action, you may build exactly 1 or more of the same kind at the normal cost. So we built 4 buildings. Well, 3 buildings. We did a kiosk, a pavilion, and a size 2. So that would be 8 money. And then we used engineer to copy the pavilion, putting it up to 10. All right, 2 actions left. Now we can play one of these animals, right? And the one we want to play is this Western Green Mamba. So this is 13 money. Let's pay the 15. We're doing animals here. And we'll pay 15. So this is our second action. So we get 2 money back, leaving us with 22 money. And we're playing this Western Green Mamba. Alright, now this goes in a size 2 enclosure. It requires 1 reptile and 1 Africa icon. So we have a reptile and an Africa icon already in our zoo. And it goes in a size 2 enclosure. So let's open this one up. And we'll put them in there. I don't know what I'm doing with these cubes, by the way. And that says inventive gain 2x tokens. So that should be helpful. All right. So this will slide down and build will slide up. Now we probably want to do an association action here. And most likely we're just going to do 5. And we're going to support another conservation project. Now this time I think we're just going to take the conservation. And we're going to go on the Africa icon. So we have 2 from, hopefully you can see these cards. 2 Africa icons. And then that's going to be a total of 3 because we get 1 from here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, right? Now we could spend let's spend an X, let's spend both of our X tokens to do a second one to get 2 reputation also. And then we're gonna make a donation. Now the donations are expensive now, they're 10. So we'll pay 20 and get 10 back. And the donations come from here, and then we move up 1 more conservation. I believe that's it. I think that's all we can do. Okay, so last break, I think. Move this association action down. Probably should have saved our X tokens for stuff like this. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I don't know if the game ends now. I think after these 2 actions it goes right to break and we lose. So they're gonna take this last spot. Yeah, so it's another break. So we don't have to discard down to 3. We just have the bald eagle in our hand. We get rid of the multipliers, bring our workers back. Discard the bottom 2 cards here. These will slide down. And we'll reveal 2 new cards. Breeding program. And this has a wave, so I think this goes like this, and everything slides down again. And this is the black bar triggerfish. It's cool. And then the red shanked duke comes out. Dauk. Don't know how to pronounce that. So we only have 2 actions here. We're probably not covering our map. Covering our map gives us 5 appeal. Oh, we're still on the break. I need to do this stuff. So we discarded the cards. We get 28 money. So we have 25, 35, 40 money. Um, and what is next? The kiosk. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get money for pavilions next to kiosks? Sorry, I'm looking up all the rules and stuff. Probably should learn how to play first. I can't remember this. I just looked this up too. I just don't know. Do you get money for like each kiosk, or where's the break? Would it be the last thing? Yeah, breaks here. So take income based on your kiosks. Check each kiosk on your map. Take 1 money for each unique building, special enclosure, occupied, standard enclosure, and pavilion adjacent to it. So it's just 1 for each. So, alright. So this building, this kiosk gets 3, right? And this one gets 1. So that's 4 money. Oh. Yeah, these are important. And then for our sponsor card, we have 5 reptile icons, so we get 9 money. So let's just give 1 and get a 10. And then we get to snap a card, build a size 2 enclosure. We might be able to cover our map now. We're gonna build this here, and we can snap a card. Now this card might be important. That black bar triggerfish. How many different animal? We might want this guided school tours. What are we really going to do with our last 2 actions? We could do a sponsor card. It's really only going to give us maybe 2 conservation and an appeal. I think the best thing to do is play animals. We can't get animals up to 5, and we don't have X tokens to make it a 5. So the best thing we can do is like one of these actions, probably build, so we can try to fill our map for the 5 appeal. And then we do animals we're doing 1 animal. Now we have this bald eagle, but it requires a size 4. So we need to have build, or we could build. Yeah, we could build first. No, I don't think that's gonna matter. We just need to build 1, 2. We build 1, 2, 3, and then we get a free one from engineer. So yeah, we will be able to fill the map. I think we do build and animals. So let's pick an animal from here that we'd be able to fit into. Oh, there are no animals that we can fit except for this. It has to be the black bar triggerfish, right? Because we have our aquarium. This only takes up 1 space. Okay, so that's decided. We snap the card. And we get 1 conservation. So we're at 15 conservation. That's not bad. I think we might pass ourselves this game. And there's the Gould's Monitor. Alright, so with our last 2 actions, we're going to build. This black bar triggerfish is only 14 money, so we should be safe to build 1 or more different buildings with a total maximum size of X. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Pavilions. Oh, I guess they have to be different. So we'll do a pavilion, kiosk, size 1, and we'll copy the pavilion. So that's 8 money, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we built 4 things, and 2 of them were pavilions, so we can get 2 reputation there. Or appeal. So we're up to 65 appeal. And that was our first action of the last round. So we get 1 more action. And we're going to use this action to play the last animal that we want to play. So this is the black bar triggerfish. Oh no! It requires a fucking university, so we can't play it. And we can't even play a card from within reputation range, so we don't do animals. So then maybe we shouldn't have snapped this. I know this is probably bad, but we should have taken this so we could do... No, I think it's too late. I think we lost. What do we do with our last action? Yeah, we can't play any animals. This requires a university. Damn, I've never been stuck like this. I guess the best thing to do would be association at 2, right? Take this and put it here to give us 2 reputation. Get us our other worker and 2 conservation. And that's it. Now we can make a donation as well for 12. So we'll pay 15. And we get 3 back. And we made another donation, so we get 1 more conservation. Okay, we're close there. Hopefully we can pass ourselves with that. That's all we can do. Alright, and that's the game. Yeah, so just with the engineer alone, we probably are going to pass ourselves. We get 5 appeal there. So this is going to be at 70, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just be passing ourselves. So we technically win, but let's finish this up. I forget how to do all this. I think you just... when you play multiplayer, it's whoever passes themselves triggers the end of the game, but we just do our end game scoring stuff now, I guess. So we have climbing park, so we get conservation for rock icons in our zoo. So for rock icons, we have 1, 2, 3. So we get 2 conservation there, so we definitely pass ourselves by 1 so far. So this is done. And then our zoo map is completely covered, so we get 5 appeal. And I think that's it. So not my best game. I mean, we only passed ourselves by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we do win, and that's it. So that was Ark Nova. Thanks for watching, and everyone have a nice weekend.